Marcus Chen stared at his smartphone one last time before placing it in a drawer and locking it away. For the next 30 days, he would live exactly like his father did in 1985. No apps, no online banking, no credit cards, no modern financial tools. Just a checkbook, a savings account, and the financial wisdom of a generation that supposedly had it all figured out. What started as a simple social media experiment to prove his parents wrong about kids these days turned into the most eye-opening month of Marcus's life. By day 15, he was behind on bills. By day 25, he'd missed investment opportunities worth thousands of dollars. By day 30, he understood exactly why his parents' advice doesn't work anymore. This is the story of what happens when you try to use 1980s financial strategies in a 2025 economy. Spoiler alert, it's a disaster. Marcus established strict guidelines to ensure authenticity. For 30 days, he would use only physical cash and checks, no debit or credit cards, make all payments by mail or in person, track expenses with pen and paper only, visit bank branches for all transactions, use landline phone for customer service calls, and follow 1985 investment strategies only. Avoid all digital financial services. If my dad could build wealth this way in 1985, surely it should work even better now with a stronger economy, right? Marcus had no idea how wrong he was about to be. The first week felt almost quaint. Marcus visited his local bank branch and opened a traditional savings account earning 0.5% interest, the same type his father had used. He closed his high-yield online savings account that was earning 4.2%. Physical banking feels more secure, he told himself, echoing his father's words about not trusting computers with your money. Marcus converted his automated bill pay system to manual check writing. He bought stamps, envelopes, and a physical checkbook register. His first grocery trip was paid entirely in cash, carefully counted out at the register while other customers waited impatiently behind him. This is actually kind of peaceful, Marcus thought, writing out checks by hand and calculating balances with a calculator. No notifications, no apps buzzing, no financial anxiety from constantly monitoring accounts. But the honeymoon phase was about to end violently. On day 8, Marcus's electricity bill arrived. In his normal life, it would have auto-paid from his checking account on the due date. But now, following 1985 protocols, he had to mail a check. The problem, the bill arrived 6 days before the due date, but mailing time was unpredictable. Marcus had 3 choices: pay immediately and lose 6 days of interest, minimal but still a loss, risk a late payment, or drive to the utility office during business hours. He chose option 3, taking time off work to drive across town during his lunch break. The round trip took 90 minutes, cost $12 in gas and parking, and made him late for an afternoon meeting. This is already costing me money, Marcus realized, calculating the lost wages from extended lunch break. And this is just one bill. But it was about to get much worse. By day 10, Marcus was drowning in paperwork. Every transaction required manual recording. Every bill demanded a separate check, envelope, and stamp. His kitchen table looked like an accountant's office from 1985. His monthly bills included rent, utilities, internet, phone, insurance, streaming services, gym membership, and subscription software for his freelance work. In his normal life, these all auto-paid seamlessly. Now, each required individual attention, manual processing, and physical delivery. Marcus spent 3 hours every Sunday just writing checks and updating his register. 3 hours that he normally spent relaxing, exercising, or working on side projects that generated extra income. The time cost is insane, he noted in his journal. I'm losing productive hours every week just to do basic financial maintenance. Day 12 brought Marcus's first major crisis. His internet bill was higher than expected due to overage charges. In his normal life, he'd resolve this with a quick chat on the company's Opera website. But following 1985 rules, he had to call customer service. The landline experience was brutal. No callback options, no chat support, no ability to multitask while waiting. Marcus spent 47 minutes on hold, listening to the same 3 songs on repeat, unable to do anything else. When he finally reached a representative, they needed to access his account information. But Marcus didn't have his online login details memorized because he'd never needed them. His app always logged him in automatically. "I need to verify your identity with your security questions," the representative said. Marcus had no idea what his security questions were. He'd set them years ago and never thought about them since. After 20 minutes of failed attempts, he had to schedule an in-person branch visit to reset his account access. Another day off work, another round trip across town, another $15 in gas and parking. The biggest financial catastrophe happened on day 15. Marcus's investment app normally sent him notifications about market opportunities and automatic rebalancing. But with his phone locked away, he was completely disconnected from his portfolio. During week 2, a market correction created buying opportunities in his target index funds. His normal automated investment strategy would have bought the dip, potentially earning him $2,800 over the following months. But Marcus had no idea it was happening. When he finally checked his investments during his weekly account review, the 1985 equivalent of checking your phone, the opportunity was gone. The market had already recovered and his ideal buying point was history. "I just lost thousands of dollars because I couldn't respond quickly to market conditions," Marcus realized. "My dad never had to deal with this kind of volatility and timing pressure." Living with only cash created daily complications Marcus never anticipated. His grocery budget was $400 monthly, so he withdrew $100 weekly from ATM machines, the 1985 approach to cash management. But modern life doesn't accommodate cash-only living. His regular coffee shop was cashless only, parking meters required apps or cards, his gym's vending machines didn't accept cash, online purchases were impossible, emergency Uber rides weren't an option, gas stations required card pre-authorization for pumps. Marcus found himself driving to specific businesses that still accepted cash, often paying higher prices than card-accepting competitors. A $4 coffee became a $6 coffee because the cash-accepting cafe was more expensive than his usual spot. "I'm paying a premium for using old-school payment methods," he noted. "The system has evolved past cash, and fighting it costs money." By day 20, Marcus's savings strategy was proving catastrophic. His old high-yield savings account had been earning $87 monthly in interest on his $25,000 emergency fund. His new traditional savings account earned $10 monthly. But inflation was running at 6.2% annually. While Marcus was earning 0.5% in his safe savings account, his money was losing 5.7% of purchasing power every year. "I'm following my dad's advice about keeping money safe," Marcus wrote in his journal, "but I'm literally getting poorer every month." Meanwhile, his I-bonds and high-yield accounts sat abandoned, missing out on much better returns because they required online access to manage. The bill-paying time sink. Week 3 revealed the true time cost of 1985-style financial management. Marcus calculated that he was spending 12 hours weekly on tasks that normally took him 30 minutes. Check writing sessions, 3 hours. Bank branch visits, 4 hours. Phone calls to resolve issues, 3 hours. Manual record keeping, 2 hours. "I'm spending more time managing money than making it. This isn't efficient. This is financial poverty disguised as responsibility." Those 12 hours normally generated $600 in freelance income. Marcus was effectively paying $2,400 monthly just to use outdated financial tools. Day 25 brought an unexpected consequence. Marcus's credit utilization ratio started climbing because he'd stopped using credit cards entirely. Without regular card activity, his credit score began dropping. In normal life, Marcus strategically used rewards credit cards for all purchases, earning 2 to 5% cash back while paying balances in full monthly. This strategy optimized both his credit score and his spending efficiency. But following 1985 cash-only principles, he was missing out on $180 monthly in credit card rewards, credit score optimization, purchase protection benefits, and fraud protection advantages. My dad's generation didn't need to think about credit scores, Marcus noted, but modern financial life requires active credit management. Avoiding credit actually hurts you now. Week 4 was when Marcus truly understood how much modern financial automation was worth. His normal system included automated bill payments, no late fees ever, automated savings transfers, consistent progress, automated investment contributions, dollar cost averaging, automated rebalancing, optimized portfolio allocation, automated cashback optimization, maximum rewards. Without automation, Marcus had already incurred $35 in late fees, missed due dates, $180 in lost cashback rewards, $2,800 in missed investment opportunities, $77 in lost high-yield savings interest, and $300 in extra time costs, the opportunity cost of 12 hours weekly. Total cost of using 1985 financial strategies for just 1 month, $3,392. Automation isn't lazy, Marcus concluded. It's financially essential. Fighting modern systems costs real money. Day 28 brought a genuine financial emergency. Marcus's laptop, essential for his freelance work, died suddenly. Replacement cost $1,500. In his normal financial life, this would be a minor inconvenience. He'd purchase the laptop on his rewards credit card, earn cash back, and pay it off from his high-yield emergency fund within 24 hours. But following 1985 principles, Marcus faced a nightmare. He needed $1,500 in cash from his savings account. The bank branch was closed, Saturday emergency. The ATM daily limit was $500. Computer stores didn't hold merchandise for cash promises, and no way to earn rewards on this major purchase. Marcus ended up borrowing money from a friend, missing 2 days of work and losing approximately $400 in income while dealing with the cash access crisis. My emergency fund was completely inaccessible when I actually needed it, he realized. Having money in the safest place made it useless during a real emergency. By day 28, Marcus was mentally and financially exhausted. The constant manual management, lost opportunities, and system inefficiencies were wearing him down. His father called to check on the experiment. "How's old school financial management treating you?" he asked proudly. Marcus paused, looking at his kitchen table covered in checkbooks, stamps, receipts, and calculator tape. "Dad, I need to ask you something. How much time did you spend on money management each week in 1985? "Maybe an hour on Sunday balancing the checkbook," his father replied. "Why?" "Because I'm spending 12 hours a week just trying to accomplish what you did in 1 hour. The systems have changed, but they've also become much more complex." On day 30, Marcus calculated the total financial impact of living like a boomer. Direct costs, late fees, $35, lost investment opportunities, $2,800, lost savings interest, $77, lost cashback rewards, $180, transportation costs for bank visits, $67, time opportunity cost, $1,200. Total, $4,359 lost in 1 month. Extrapolated annual cost of $52,308. Following his father's 1985 financial strategies would cost Marcus over $50,000 annually in lost opportunities, inefficiencies, and missed optimizations. Marcus's experiment revealed why boomer financial advice fails for younger generations. 1985 financial environment. Simple banking with predictable hours. Limited investment options requiring minimal management. Cash accepting infrastructure everywhere. Stable interest rates rewarding savings accounts. Employer loyalty rewarded with pensions. Credit scores didn't exist. No automation technology available. 2025 financial environment, complex systems requiring active optimization, countless investment options demanding constant attention, digital-first infrastructure punishing cash users, low interest rates making savings accounts worthless, gig economy requiring multiple income streams, credit scores affecting everything, automation essential for efficiency. It's not that my dad's advice was wrong, Marcus concluded. It's that the entire financial ecosystem evolved while his advice stayed frozen in time. The most powerful realization came during Marcus's final conversation with his father. Dad, in 1985, you could succeed financially by being careful and consistent. Today, you have to succeed by being strategic and adaptive. Your advice isn't wrong, it's just for a world that doesn't exist anymore. His father was quiet for a long moment. So what should I tell young people who ask for financial advice? Tell them to learn the principles you used. Spend less than you earn, save consistently, avoid bad debt. But don't tell them to use your specific methods. The principles are timeless. The tactics have to evolve. The week-by-week breakdown. Week 1, false confidence. Everything seemed manageable. Novelty made it feel authentic. No major systems failures yet. Minor inconveniences felt acceptable. Week 2, reality check. Time costs became apparent. First missed opportunity, investment dip, customer service hell began. Cash limitations created daily friction. Week 3, system breakdown. Multiple late payments, credit score impact visible, emergency fund accessibility issues, automation benefits became clear. Week 4, complete failure. Financial emergency revealed system inadequacy, lost opportunities compounded, mental exhaustion from manual processes, clear evidence that old methods fail in new economy. Marcus's experiment taught him that effective 2025 financial management requires technology integration, automated bill payments for efficiency and reliability, high-yield online accounts for real returns, investment apps for market responsiveness, credit optimization for score management, strategic thinking, understanding opportunity costs, maximizing system efficiencies, leveraging rewards programs, optimizing tax advantages, and active management, regular portfolio rebalancing, credit utilization optimization, rate shopping for better deals, and side income development. I'm not criticizing my dad's generation, Marcus explained to his social media audience. They mastered the financial game of their era, but I need to master the financial game of my era. The experiment wasn't about proving boomers wrong. It was about understanding why generational financial advice can be so misaligned with current reality. The social media response. Marcus's experiment went viral, generating thousands of comments from people sharing similar experiences. My mom still insists on mailing bills and can't understand why I use apps. I tried explaining credit card rewards to my dad and he thinks I'm gambling. My parents think automatic investing is risky because it's not manual. The response revealed a massive generational divide in financial understanding, with both sides feeling misunderstood. The bridge building. Rather than creating more division, Marcus used his platform to build bridges. Boomers succeeded by mastering simple systems and staying disciplined. Millennials need to succeed by mastering complex systems and staying adaptive. Both approaches require skill, knowledge, and dedication. He started creating content that translated boomer wisdom into modern contexts and helped older generations understand new financial realities. The lasting lessons. Marcus's 30-day experiment revealed several crucial insights. For young people, your parents' financial advice contains valuable principles, but their specific tactics are often obsolete. You need to adapt timeless wisdom to current systems. Technology and automation are financial necessities, not luxuries. For older generations, your financial principles are still valid, but your specific methods may be counterproductive now. Young people face different challenges requiring different tools. Success today requires embracing technological efficiency. The most sobering realization was the compound effect of following outdated advice. Marcus's 1-month loss of $4,359 would compound dramatically over decades. If Marcus followed 1985 financial strategies for his entire career, he would lose approximately $1.5 million in investment opportunities, $400,000 in credit optimization benefits, $200,000 in high-yield savings differences, $300,000 in time opportunity costs. Total lifetime costs, $2.4 million. Following his parents' well-intentioned advice would cost Marcus nearly $2.5 million over his working lifetime. Marcus's story sparked similar experiments across social media, with hundreds of young adults trying boomer financial challenges and documenting their results. Every experiment reached the same conclusion. 1985 financial strategies are not just ineffective in 2025, they're actively harmful. But rather than creating generational conflict, these experiments started conversations. Parents began asking their adult children to teach them about modern financial tools. Young adults began appreciating the discipline and principles their parents had developed. The most successful participants created hybrid approaches: boomer discipline plus modern tools, consistent saving habits implemented through automated systems, boomer principles plus modern tactics, avoiding bad debt while strategically using credit for optimization. The best financial strategy, Marcus concluded, combines the timeless wisdom of previous generations with the practical tools of the current generation. Marcus's experiment didn't end after 30 days. It started an ongoing dialogue between generations about money, success, and adaptation. His father began learning about high-yield savings accounts and automated investing. Marcus started appreciating the psychological benefits of his father's hands-on approach to money management. We're not trying to prove each other wrong anymore, Marcus reflected. We're trying to learn from each other. The experiment revealed something larger than just financial strategy differences. It highlighted how rapidly economic systems can evolve and how dangerous it can be to assume that old solutions work for new problems. Every industry, every career field, every aspect of modern life requires the same adaptive thinking. What worked yesterday might not work today. What works today might not work tomorrow. Marcus's 30-day journey taught him that respect for previous generations doesn't mean following their exact methods. It means understanding their principles and applying them intelligently to current circumstances. My dad didn't succeed by following his father's financial advice from the 1950s, Marcus realized. He adapted his father's principles to the 1980s economy. I need to adapt his principles to the 2020s economy. The experiment that started as an attempt to prove his parents wrong ended up proving something much more important. Every generation faces unique challenges that require adapted solutions. And that's not a failure of tradition. That's exactly how progress is supposed to work. Living like a boomer for 30 days cost Marcus over $4,000 and taught him that generational financial advice needs generational translation. The principles remain valuable: save consistently, spend wisely, avoid bad debt, invest for the future. But the methods must evolve. Use automation for efficiency, optimize for current systems, leverage modern tools, and adapt to new realities. Success isn't about choosing between old wisdom and new methods. It's about combining the best of both to build wealth in whatever economy you're actually living in.